here is your first look at a retail and fake pair of the Nike SB Dunk Low in the Street Hawker colorway. Can you tell any difference between these two? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're back with another comparison. I know it's been quite a while since I've done a proper comparison, so it's good to be back doing them. So before I get into this video, I'd like to give a big thank you to Legitmark, who are the sponsors of today's video. Legitmark is the standard for sneaker authenticity and is the safest place to get your sneakers authenticated, especially if you are buying a pair for a price like this. So today we're unboxing the Nike SB Street Hawker, as you can see from the thumbnail, and we have a real and fake pair here. So on my left here we have the fake pair, and on my right one we have the retail pair. The retail pair I actually paid resale for, and I think it was around £500 at the time of release. I'm not too sure if it's gone up or down, but I will put a price check here. And we'll just be doing a comparison and breaking down some of the differences between the retail and fake pair if you are trying to buy a retail pair. So between the two boxes, the fake box is a little bit more damaged, it's a little bit more dented, and the retail one obviously is in perfect condition. And if we spin it round to take a look at the label, I will give you a close-up of this and we can check out some of the differences. So the first thing to note on the fake pair is the slight penmanship on the sticker. I think they've marked a 122. I don't know if this is the order number or something like that for the fake pair, but you can clearly see that there is marks on it. In terms of the actual label itself, the Nike SB Dunk Low CNY text is different to that of the retail one. The retail one says Nike SB Dunk Low Pro QS, so there is a difference. And also the color code on the retail pair says metallic copper, whereas on the fake one it says metallic copper light silver Pueblo. So there is a difference in the color code and everything like that. And if you look at the text in sizing, you can see there's a difference in thickness here as well as the color code on the bottom. You can see that there's a complete difference in thickness of this text. So there are clear differences between the two labels. But who's really going to look at the labels? I'm not really sure unless you're legit checking. So we'll open up the boxes and take a look at the shoes themselves. So we'll open up the fake one first. As you can see on the fake one, it comes with that standard wood pattern on the top in the white paper, whereas on the retail pair, if we take a look at that, comes with the specialty brown paper with, I actually think it's a menu, definitely a menu, because this shoe is Asian food inspired. So as you can see, I can see it says Chinese hamburger, rice noodle roll and stuff like that, whereas on the fake one it's just the white wood paper. So obviously these ones are double papered, so there is actually a white thin paper on the inside. Here is the first difference between the two pairs, is the paper itself. The fake one doesn't have that right at all. So we open it up, and here is your first look at a retail and fake pair of the Nike SB Dunk Low in the Street Hawker colorway. Can you tell any difference between these two? So we'll take out the two shoes and move the boxes to the side. So here are the two pairs in front of me. This one's the fake, this one's the retail. And no, I can see the color is different, but as you can see, they are different from left to right shoe. So as you can see on the right one, they are the same. So I will be breaking down both shoes on what to look for if you're trying to legit check them. So firstly, we're gonna start with the right shoe. And there are clear differences straight out of the box. So if you take a look from the upper of the toe box, and I'll give you a close-up of this, you can see that that toe box shape is completely different. On the retail pair, the material going on the toe is much slimmer than that on the fake one. It's like the fake one is designed on the old SB look, so as you can see that toe box area is much more chunky and completely different to the retail. Also, it must be noted on the right shoe of the retail one, attached is spare laces in that green and beige multicolor. What a weird look that is. But yeah, attached to the retail one. On the fake one, there is no spare laces attached to the right shoe. In terms of the toe box material on that metallic copper look, you can see that they're exactly the same. This color is spot on and the material seems to be spot on too. Spinning the shoe around to the back, and you can see on the heel tab there is a Chinese logo here. I'm not too sure what it says, but there are differences here between retail and fake. So if I give you a close-up here, you can see the patch is actually much smaller on the retail pair, but if you can see the logo embroidered in is actually much larger on the retail pair. Also on the fake one is much more creased leather, comparing that to the retail one, so there are clear differences here. And if you take a look on the back, you can see that the 3 stitching going across the back heel is much more even on the retail pair, comparing this to the fake once again. Also, the stitching on the material on the lower part is completely different from retail to fake. So there are clear differences between 2 pairs of retail and fake of the Street Hawker Dunks. Taking a close look at the swoosh on the outer and inner sides, you can see that just like on the UNC Off-White Air Force Ones, there is a clear difference in the actual material pattern. So they haven't quite got the silver material spot on. On the retail one, you can see it's much more creased and tumbled leather on the swoosh itself, whereas on the fake one, it doesn't quite have the same look from close up. When looking at the upper part of the shoe and looking at the laces themselves, the laces are completely spot on. You can't really go wrong with black laces. However, the tongue below on the fake one is a little bit more puffy and chunky comparing to the retail, much more slimmer, new look that the SB Dunks are going for. So there is a difference in shape from above. You can see that the retail one is a lot slimmer than that of the fake one. But now we'll move on to the left shoe and take a look at the differences there. So now we'll move on to the left shoe, and here it is. And in my opinion, the left one is far better than the right one. I just like the whites and neutral tones on the left side compared to the right. So if I give you a close of the toe box here, you can see that that suede on the toe box area is very different from retail to fake. On the retail one, it's super furry and long, whereas on the fake one, once again, it's cut a little bit short, so it doesn't have the same appearance. Also, that material going around the edge of the toe box is much thicker again on the fake one compared to the retail one, like on the right shoe, so there are differences here. I will also want to say that the pattern on the retail one around the toe box area is much more crisp and clean, comparing this to the fake. Looking at the top of the tongue and around the edge of it, you can see there are slight color differences between both shoes on the rim. On the rim, you can see that the fake one has a darker orange, whereas the retail one is a much lighter orange around the top. However, I have noticed on the fake one, it comes with a spare set of white laces. I have no idea why they've done this, because they come with white laces. So why have they provided spare ones? They can't really change the color. But there we go. On the left shoe, it actually does have a symbol embroidered into the side of the shoe. If I give you a close up of this, you can see the difference between real and fake once again. The retail symbol is much larger than it is on the fake one. In terms of pattern in that, there isn't too much of a difference. The only real difference is the size itself. Looking at the swoosh on both sides, you can see clear differences here between retail and fake again. On appearance wise, they look completely different. On the retail one, it's almost giving off a wood-like appearance. There's no real fur to the swoosh itself, whereas on the fake one, you can see there's clear fuzziness on the swoosh and it just looks like a completely different material. When moving the shoe upside down, taking a look at the sole, there's really no difference here. They've got the sole completely spot on. The color is absolutely perfect. Spinning the shoe around to the back, and well, that was a bad switch, but spinning the shoe around to the back and looking at that Chinese logo on the back again, you can see clear differences here. Retail one, once again, the Chinese logo is much bigger and positioned correctly, whereas the fake one is not. So as you can see from this video, there are still differences to look for if you're trying to compare a retail pair and a fake pair of the Street Hawker Dunk. In my opinion, it's a crazy shoe, and it's pretty much an art piece in my opinion. It's something I would never wear, but it's just a nice cool display piece. Let me know down below in the comments if this comparison has helped you. Let me know what you think of these. Did you get a retail pair of these? Would you be fooled by the fake pair? Let me know down below. But thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like, do all that stuff. It really does help the channel grow. And yeah, hope you have a great day.